Hello everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Dainius Gudavičius. I'm a project manager and an application engineer at AJCAD Limited. Today I will show you an exciting tool that will help you in day-to-day projects of MEP design. Talking about the session, it shouldn't take more than 30 to 45 minutes. So after that we'll have a question and answer session. And if you have any questions during this presentation, I will look at these during my presentation, and if they will be associated with what I'm doing at the moment, so I will answer them straight away. Other ones, just in the case that anybody just hasn't time to look through everything, I will answer in the end of the session. So if you have any questions, please write them in GoToWebinar chat box. It has a separate tab when you can enter them. So I want to make sure that everyone's can hear me clearly and can see my screen. So could you please raise your hands for me? There's a little button with a hand sign on in GoToWebinar dialog box. So I will see if you can hear me well. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I will start with my presentation. So first of all, it's the problems why we created the smart hangers solution for MEP design. This is a default slide where I just tell about the context why we developed this tool. So at first I want to point out some problems, which are the main reason for smart hangers to come out. Model coordination is a big problem in BIM MEP projects, as it is the first reason why building information models are done in first place, and there is no easy way to insert them to your projects in Revit. The most round ducts or round elements or pipes are just very hard to work with. So that's a lot of manual work to put them in the projects, and designers just doesn't do what they should do, just do the design and not think about the Revit issues. That is the first problem, and I will try to visualize it a little bit later. Next is pricing or scheduling of the system. It is a problem because there are so many different types of hangers, and they are still all different, even if they are almost the same in for example, they're same type, but the length of rods and the count of the elements on a particular hanger are different. So the pricing is very the pricing of the system is very difficult to do. So to schedule them all is a bit of a hassle. The scheduling gets difficult or almost impossible to do correctly, to be more precise. The third one is speed. That is how the hangers are placed. Technically, it should not be the MEP specialist's job to do that, as I said that before, because the design of the system is a thing that the specialist should do, not the drafting of hangers and scheduling and assembly creation and so on. And lastly, the automation. There is no automated solution to do that, or they're really messy. So we made this solution called Smart Hangers, and I will show it now. So I'm switching now to Revit, and I have a representation of the project that's I'm not sure about the accuracy of the MEP design of this project. So if you see any issues, that's a little bit of disclaimer here. So I will show the functionality of Smart Hangers, and that's not the review of MEP design here. So we have a ventilation system built in this project, and so there's few floors over here. I have about seven of them here, and each of them are quite different. They're quite similar in the layout, but we have different lengths in some cases. So we cannot just copy and paste our hangers in the project. So if there's some changes, for example, we change the heights of one floor, or we change the layout of our walls in the project or particular floor. So the changes would be very hard to coordinate, and the smart hangers would help with that. So we can find the Smart Hangers tool under Tools for Revit Smart MEP tab in Revit ribbon. We can drag it out for viewing purposes, and now first thing you need to do is just load your hanger family types to your project. And well, that would be a copy and paste issue, and if you have a lot of different hanger types in your project, that would be a pretty hard thing to do every time and in every project. So what we did, I have few projects opened in my Revit. I have one that I will show you a little bit later, and I have also the template project that comes with Smart Hangers, and you can find the database of hangers that you can use in your own project. These hangers are native Revit families. So if you need to create your own ones, well, Smart Hangers is built in the way that you would be able to do that with no problems. At the moment, we're building the template families just for easy and quick creation of your own hangers, and it will be present in a matter of few weeks. So we have a database built in, so we have these families in this project, and we don't have any families in this project, for example. I've loaded some families, hanger families to this project already, just to save some time. But I will show you the workflow, how you can transfer your hanger families from one project to another. So we have built in the very nice feature into Smart Hangers that is called Project Family Browser. And if you have two projects opened in Revit, you can browse the families of these projects in one window. So my ventilation, my project that I want to load families into is active at the moment, so I can see the families that is in that particular project. So if I want to load families from another project, I have to switch my my projects, which I will use the hanger metric template project that I've showed you before, and I can browse the families of it. So hangers are under the structural connections category, and I can just see all those families that is in that project. So I can browse by the family name, or I can browse by the particular type that I want to use. And there's another option. I can browse all the hanger families that is over there. So you can see the nice 3D isometric view for nice viewing, and I can select multiple families using Control or Shift keys. I can just drag that slider to the bottom and just hit the Shift key and press the last hanger in this one, and I can just press the Load Type button, and it will load all the hangers from that project to your one, to your project that you need them to be loaded to. So I won't do that now because it takes about 10 minutes to do. So I just won't do that because there's 61 families and I don't need all of them over here, because I don't have any cable trays or generic models in this particular project, so I won't do that. So as we can see that we have that project, and there's some things that I want to change. For example, this duct over here is 7 meters. It has 7.5 meters in length, so that won't be the good start to just starting laying out my hangers on the ducts that are too wide, or the length is too big. So I need to split them. So we have built in the very nice feature too, so we can split this duct to preferred lengths, and as I've selected the rectangular duct, so I'm going to duct, and I will press the split duct, and it will insert in the fitting to my duct, and I choose the rectangular one. I can add it to my parameter window, which is on the right. You can see the parameter rule explanation by just hovering on it, and you don't need to remember everything. So I would enter the 3000 millimeters value, and I will press insert to model. So we have the duct split, and we can see that already. You can see that all the windows in smart hangars are modelless, so you can navigate the model by just not closing the window. So if you need to, for example, to insert to split other ducts in different levels, for example, I can configure the grouping, and I can configure the parameters of these ducts. So I will add, for example, the parameter length, and I'll press OK. So now I can filter out the ducts by the length, for example, by this length. So I have only one by this length, and so we have these ducts. You can see them light up. So I can split them, going just by selecting all of them, going insert elements, just going to duct fitting, rectangular union, standard, and I will just split these in all my in all the view. So that's how you navigate. That's the workflow, how you work with the splitting function. And now we can try and add some hangers to my project. So there's two ways. I can select one hanger, go to one duct, and I can go to ducts and just place the hangers on it. Another one is I can just don't select anything here and just go to ducts and press insert horizontal duct hangers. So it assumes that I want to insert my hangers onto all ducts in the project. But as I did previously, I can filter out the ducts that I want to put the hangers on. So I can filter them out by different rules. For example, I can group them by a lot of different parameters. I can group them by family, for example. I can move it up just to make it a priority. I can group them by phase or room name or space name. That's up to us, what we want to, how we want to group these hangers. There's the one section of the grouping. So we can see that I want, for example, to put the hangers on the rooms for visitors, and if I just select the hangers, we can see that these hangers are light up. So now as I select, so we put the hangers on the level 1 in the room for visitors. So now we can go to insert elements, structural connections, and just find the suitable hanger for us. For the demonstration purposes, I will use this one because it's a little bit quicker, or I can use different types. These ones are for round ducts, so they won't work for us. So there's two that I can use. So I will use this one, press add, and now I can select the rules that I want to insert my hangers. These rules, you can read the namings of these rules and just understand what are they're used for, and I will just array them by fixed number. For example, I want to put 2 hangers on each duct, and I will just offset them to the center by 100 millimeters. I can enter the smaller number, for example, and now I can choose the connection type. Do I want to connect it vertically or horizontally? So I will connect it vertically to the top or bottom. So I don't want to connect it to the lower floor. I want to connect upright, so I will select top, and then where do I want to connect them to? So I will connect them to the floors. So I select the floors, and then intersection category becomes unnecessary for us. So I will press insert model, and we can see the confirmation message showing 32 hangers were inserted. So I will close that, and we can check the project out, and we can see the hangers were connected. So all our families here, all our ducts, and they were attached to the floor. And for example, if there's any changes in the project, I will make the offset of the duct lower. Let's make it 2500 millimeters. And now our hangers just lowered a little bit down, so that's not good for us. So what we can do is just go to common, and we have a modify hangers and supports functionality over here. That is really useful, and I will show you that in a second. So now I'm working with hangers now, not the ducts as I did previously. So I'm working with the hangers, and I can select all the hangers in the project. If there is any changes, so the update will be automatic. So what I need to do is just say smart hangers that I want to check for the updates, and as I select all the hangers here, I go to Tools for Revit Common, press Common menu, and press Update Hangers and Supports. And these are updated. And that works with changes in diameters or the width or height of rectangular ducts, the positioning, and so on. So the updates will be done automatically without any hassle. So talking about the more functionality that modify hangers and supports has, it can you can modify all the parameters of the hangers in this one place. So for example, if we want to mark or to put the type mark to it, or just calculate the elevation of it, we can do that over here. We need to select some parameters over here, so just press select parameters, and we can see all the parameters of these hangers, and we can modify them. For example, let's put in the mark parameter. I just cannot find it over here, so I will just press the common parameters. Well, let's put the type comments. I will put the type comment and press OK. So now I can just comment something on this type. For example, I just press the right mouse button, press the change selected parameters, and I can enter something like common hanger, presentation, and press OK. And these parameters were written into all the hangers dynamically. So we can just go to edit type and see that we have the type comments over here. And for example, I want to calculate the height of these hangers from the host level, that is level 1 for these ones. So I just press the right mouse button and press calculate elevation from host level, and it suggests me to create a new shared parameter for that, and I will do that. Press OK, and I will enter the naming, for example elevation, and press OK. I just choose the data parameter group and press OK. So we have the elevation written, and it shows the 0 because the elevation is not the correct parameter. I'll just because I have this parameter as a system one, so it's not the good naming, so I will choose the different parameter. For example, elevation from level, and I'll choose the data. So these parameters were written, and we can see the exact elevation from my level. So that's how quickly you can do that. So I'll press OK, and I have the vertical ducts over here too. So I need to go to a little bit higher level here. I know that it is somewhere around here, so I'll just find it quickly. So I have the vertical duct over here, and I can just press it, go to ducts, insert vertical duct supports, and I'll choose, I have the vertical support. I won't bother too much about the rules, and now I can attach these to my walls. So now I can just select the duct, and the smart hangers will automatically read which hangers are on this particular duct, and I will attach hangers and supports to wall. And I'll just press the wall, and we can see that these hangers were attached to wall. And now, as we have the hangers, we need information from them. So now I can select the hanger, go to Common, and press Create Assembly from Element. And it automatically, as you can see, the detail of this hanger that comes with smart hangers, it's a lot, and we have all the bolts separate with the manufacturer information. So just by creating the assembly by hand would be pretty much difficult. So this function is a really big helper, and we can find the assembly right over here. Just open up the sheet and put your views in. I will change the scale to something a little bit smaller. For example, 1 to 5. Then I'll add plan details. Just remove these here, and just quickly make the assembly information for your you can do the pricing and so on. So that's a very huge time saver here. So you can see that we have all the types for our families, and we see the views, precise views, and the length of all the elements. So now I want to show you the different other project that is present over here. I want to show the IFC capabilities of smart hangers. So we have the replace IFC configuration function, where you can set the pipe insulation thickness and the insulation thickness which doesn't always come with IFC elements. So you can set these over here, and that's pretty much about it. You'll just go to Ducts and press Replace IFC Duct, and it asks if I want to delete these IFC elements and change them to Revit native system families. Yes, I sure do want to do that, and I can just select which ones I want to change to native Revit families, or I can select these. For example, I go to Insert Horizontal Hangers. This project is, I just will show you the how big it is. It sure is. I have few thousand elements over here, so that's pretty huge. And I will change all the IFC elements now for it. I'll just get back a little bit. Just that it would be a little bit quicker. I will not open up all the project, but I can go over here, Ducts. I can see all the elements here in the project. You can see that it's a huge count. And now I can go to ducts and press replace IFC ducts. And you can see that 550 ducts will be replaced now. And that's, you can see how fast it is. I'm using a very average gaming computer with a pretty slow processor at the time, so it's just really incredibly fast. So there's smaller than 0.6 millimeter IFC ducts. That's a export problem. So we just successfully changed the 550 elements in the project. So all of these are now native Revit families. I can just check how it looks like. So we can see that all of these are changed now. So now I'll just show you the rule capabilities. I can insert my hangers by connecting them onto different structural elements. So I will choose this hanger here. Now I will don't bother about the numbering here, so because I will change the connection category, I will select the structural framing, intersection category, structural framing, and I will select it read all the structural framing types in the project, and I will select the particular project of that hanger, of that structural framing, sorry, and I'll press insert model. And we can see on the left side that these were added, and the parameters of that profile were read, and they were inserted to the particular place where I want them to be. And the same, if there's any changes, you can easily update them. And the final, I can select the cable trace too, press the cable trace, insert horizontal cable trace. I can split them as I can split the ducts too. So I will just choose some hanger here. The parameters are set as I need them to be, and just press insert model. And these were inserted too, so we can see the hangers were inserted. So that's how quick it is just to work with smart hangers. And there's a neat function built in here too. So for example, for better coordination, you can use the marking tool that we have. We can insert the gravity points to to many elements, or we can insert the gravity points to one element, and just for demonstration purposes, for reviewing, we can choose that family here and enter some comments, and just to get back and see what the problem is with particular situation. You can put these on all the elements in the project. For example, I can insert the gravity point for structural framing if I want, or I can select different category families in one place and just put these gravity points to all of them. So that's it with my presentation. I will get back to the slides. So just to round up, we saw that Smart Hangers has a nice IFC support. It can make quick shop or assembly drawings. It automatically updates your project. It is multidisciplinary. You can use them in electrical and all the MEP package. It supports multiple references, such as reference planes, lines, floors, you name it. And it has quite big hanger library, which comes with smart hangers and other great features. So we can really quickly count the return on investment. We made a little research, and we saw that you can work from 5 to 25 faster than plain Revit. So that's thousands% of return on the investment. So the main goal of us is a lean design process for our customers. We look for mudas in day-to-day works of our customers and develop productivity and efficiency boosters for our clients. The muda is a Japanese term for non-value adding work. So the Smart Hangers is really fast, versatile, has quite big library of content. It has automated assembly creation and lots of helpers. Our company is called AGCAD. We operate since 1991. Our background is construction and structural engineering. Everything started when one of our company founders tried to make a tool that helps AutoCAD users to save time in their work. He wrote a script for it that had a huge success, and from that time our direction switched to developing time-saving tools, firstly for AutoCAD, now for Revit. So these are used by professionals all over the world, and we started developing tools for Revit 7 years ago. They're developed on mathematical modeling, optimization algorithms, and design standards. First, we do research, cooperating with academia, state organizations, the practitioners from all around the world, and of course our clients that build a wish list, which is the main source of our development ideas. And our mission is to help you, designers, to save your precious time. So contact Gitana Chernauskina. She's international sales manager. By these contacts to get a quote. And just I will check if you have any questions